Anthony on Air podcast, and we're back for another episode. Appreciate you guys watching and or listening, wherever you're watching and or listening from. We're brought to you by our good pals over at the Hero Soap Company. Link in the description below. Of course, for any information on the podcast, go to anthonyonair.com. Frankie C sitting with us. Jay Sabs joins us in a little bit. And we're starting things off by talking about Ghislaine Maxwell. This is a quick story tonight, Frankie C. I just wanted to bring this up because she reportedly is going to appear in Manhattan federal court later on this month to be arraigned on new charges. We talked about those new charges. Remember, it was so disgusting we had to make a separate video for it. She's going to be arraigned on those new charges, which means she's going to be making an appearance in federal court in Manhattan. And I bring it up because a lot of people are wondering, where's that picture of Ghislaine? Why haven't we seen a picture of Ghislaine Maxwell? I'm kind of with them on that. Like, it is kind of curious after all this time that we haven't seen a picture of her or whatever. And I bring this up because I wonder that whether there are real photos released or she's photographed coming in and out of the court.
You think she would be?
We have an opportunity to get a look at Ghislaine Maxwell. And I honestly feel like they should let the public see her. Because
if I feel like the lawyers, if I were her lawyers and the conditions are so bad, or her brother, and the conditions are as bad as they say, and she's losing her hair and she's losing weight, what they should take a picture of her and release it and say, look what's happening. This is what they're,
That's an excellent point.
I'm sure it won't gain too much sympathy, but
no, it's an excellent point. Why haven't they snapped a photo of her and put it out if it's that bad? You're right. Why haven't they done that?
I don't know.
Probably because it's BS, and they know it's BS, and
could be. Could very well be.
But I think we have a real opportunity to actually get a shot at her, and I think, again, like I said, the court should finally release it. Now, we don't know when. We don't have an exact day and time, and I don't think we'll ever get one. And I think the reason for that is because they can't have somebody taking a shot at her on the court stairs, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be she's going to get pulled in the prison van and come out in the prison van. But I think we'll have a chance to get a shot of her in the van. Like, if I'm a tabloid, don't you from now until the end of this month have somebody camped out at the Manhattan federal court every single day, all day long, just to take a picture?
I guess so. That plus I'm sure there'll be it's not good enough, but I'm sure there'll be a drawing of her or something from one of those court artists.
Right. And we already have one of those, and they're probably, like you said, they'll probably be a new one, but I just think here's a chance. We'll keep our eye out for it. But I don't think it's like the thing that they're going to be announcing, because somebody's going to try and whack her out. And on the way in, like the psychos out there. Not that the person that would do this would be that psychotic, but
right. It could be someone close to a victim.
Right.
It's so weird because you think back to like JFK time and how Lee Harvey Oswald was walked right out in public and shot and killed right there.
Right.
There has been like almost no changes since then. Like, they still do the perp walks, and they walk them right out through the press and through the people.
Yeah.
You think there would be some kind of like pull in under the courtroom and have them let out, like away from security. I'm not saying, there shouldn't be a perp walk, but with all the risk of not getting a fair trial, there's been no change in that security measure.
You're right. For a lot of these cases, there are. For some, there are. Some of them there will actually be that, like, drive it into the building. But there are some, like, even in Manhattan, where some of them don't even have a basement. They don't even have a garage level where you can do that. You have to kind of walk through.
Yeah, but put a tent up or something.
Do something,
like security guards, throw a couple of cops around them. I'm sure there are, but it's just, it seems like since the 60s, it's the same procedure. And what happened in the 60s was.
I also wonder how they make that call. Like, obviously, the person who took out a president is a high pro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder where like in today's society, where you make that call on this perp needs to be protected, so somebody don't kill him, and they get their
Right.
day in court. You know what I'm saying? They get their
Well,
chance.
that was all part of the conspiracy, the Lee Harvey thing. Like
Right.
they wanted him out in the open, kind of thing.
Right.
But still, I mean, if somebody wanted to get, I'm just saying, like we would want Ghislaine Maxwell to get into the court and face trial and face
Agreed.
justice.
Agreed.
So we don't want anything to mess that up.
Right. And I feel like, yes, agreed. Like if she, you know, we want her to get her comeuppance, not.
Right. We don't want her to get the easy way out, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing too,
she's on watch and all that stuff, where she was.
It's funny too, because as we're sitting here talking, I'm thinking, like you said, like obviously somebody close to the victims doing it, but what if it wasn't? What if it
Could
was
be anybody?
What if it was the government or some? You know, I know I'm getting a little conspiracy theory here,
yeah.
but
people involved in the case, you don't know.
Could you know, could be the same people that suicided Jeffrey. You never know.
Right. Just saying. I mean, this is you know, kind of a touchy subject with, you know, a touchy perp, I guess. You know, so it's not high profile, but like sensitive issue.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, you know, I feel like extra security might be warranted, not for her sake, but for justice's sake.
It's so true though too, because I was watching the Cosby was walking into the courtroom.
Yeah, just strolling.
Somebody sent me this clip where he does that thing that he used to do, and he would just like flinch.
Oh yeah,
you saw that clip? Mm-hmm. That kind of made its rounds the other day, and somebody sent it to me, and I was like,
"Oh, he did a while ago. He did that like a year and a half ago."
That was a long time ago. Yeah, but it kind of got me wondering, like he's just like walking into the courtroom, like in this day in an age where anybody can fly off the handle for anything. Like I'm surprised people aren't more protective of those moments where, like you said, somebody whose sister or wife or mother or whatever got drugged and you know, by somebody else entirely, doesn't see that and go, I'm gonna exact my revenge on this and take out you know. I'm surprised that doesn't happen.
I know, it's just we're very lax with that walk. I feel like we're very lax with the security when we walk these people in.
I can't believe these guys want to protect these psychopaths. What's wrong with you? Sorry.
It's not what it's about. About getting justice. We want them to go through trial. We want them to be found, you know, guilty if they're guilty. And
what it's about, Frank, is me getting an Apple car. Okay.
Are you getting an Apple car?
I haven't wanted an Apple car this bad since I wanted a Tesla this bad.
Is it shaped like a Mac mouse?
I think it's shaped like a MacBook Pro, to be honest with you. Just driving around a big, huge MacBook Pro on 4 wheels. Here's what's weird, though. I've been obsessed with getting a Tesla. You could ask my wife since Elon announced the company. I was like, that's what I want. I just want. Actually, that's not true. The Roadster came out, and I thought it was ugly. I didn't really care for it all that much. But when they came out with the Model S, which was their real first car, that I was just like, that thing is beautiful, and I want one of those things so bad. Yeah. But technology is moving so fast now that before I'll be able to actually get a Tesla, I'll probably want the Apple car when that comes out.
So you're gonna get the Apple car. You're gonna get the Apple car, and the next year it'll be the Apple Car 10, and it's gonna be.
I know. I hate it.
It's gonna have a better camera or whatever.
I hate it.
You're not going to want the Apple car anymore.
So there has long been rumors that Apple is making a car. Tim Cook today hinted toward the company's work in autonomous vehicles following rumors that the company was in talks to develop its own car. Apple has long been expected to get into the auto business. As I said, it's been rumored for years. Recently, CNBC reported that Apple was close to finalizing a deal. Who do you think Apple would final? I was a little surprised by this. Who do you think Apple would go to help them make a car?
Who's Apple going to? Disney.
It would have to be somebody who
has
makes
to be a car company. Yeah. I would say Apple, Toyota.
You say, yeah, that's an interesting take.
Or Nissan.
They're going with Hyundai, Kia. I shouldn't say that. They're not going with Hyundai Kia. This story is that they were close to, CNBC reported a story that they were close to finalizing a deal with Hyundai Kia to manufacture an Apple-branded autonomous electric vehicle. However, Hyundai Kia said later on that they were not in talks with Apple.
I'm going to ask a stupid question, but isn't Hyundai and Kia two separate things?
No, I think they're one company now.
Yeah, okay. See, nobody tells me when that stuff happens. I got to be in the loop. I got to get on that internet.
You know what? It's not your fault. You're right. It's the automakers. They're not informing you enough. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
When did this happen, Hyundai Kia?
I don't know. It's inconsiderate of them to not let Frank know, though. I'm with you on that.
And why isn't it Kia Hyundai?
Also a good point. That is also a good point.
Sounds better.
It does flow off the tongue a little bit easier. Kia Hyundai instead of Hyundai Kia.
I don't know.
Hyundai Kia sounds like Hyundai Kia. That was close, doesn't it? You know.
And Kia Hyundai sounds like you want to key somebody's Hyundai.
That's true.
So that's not a good idea. I'm gonna go outside and Kia Hyundai.
What are you reading about over there? Kia Hyundai? Why? What'd the person do to you? Like that kind of thing?
Kinda.
I was surprised that Hyundai Kia. Listen, nothing against I actually own a Hyundai at this moment, but not the high level Apple, thing. Like I would think that they would be more
like BMW and Mercedes and
Porsche.
Yeah, I know. Well, what's so special about the Apple car? Why?
Nothing. It'll be like every other Apple product. It'll come out way later than the original product, and everybody will buy it and act like it's the first time they saw it, and it's the greatest thing ever.
It's gonna connect with your earbuds.
That's
gonna be the best thing ever.
And that is basically it. And I'm an Apple guy. I got the iPad, I got the phone, I got the Mac. I'm all in, but I will openly admit that they will just make something that somebody else is making. And the fact that it'll connect and play my music easier, I'll be like, this is the greatest thing ever.
I need an accessory to go with my earbuds, so I'm gonna get the Apple car.
It's just earbuds with wheels. That's exactly what it is.
That's it.
And then you look at it and you go,
new Apple Pencil, I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. You look at it and you go, look, I don't have to do anything. It just automatically works. That's all they're good at. It's just making it automatically work with your other shit. That's it.
Syncing. That's the big thing. If you could sync it with something, then you've got a $1 billion company.
Yeah, that's basically
like if my Coca-Cola synced with my sandwich somehow, they would make billions. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But as long as they sync. Like my sync thing. See?
Exactly.
It syncs.
It's all syncing together. And they'll put that little B in there next to the speaker and be like, look, we have Beats speakers. Isn't that fantastic? And everybody's going to be like, it is fantastic. Tim Cook, you're right.
Speakers, I got a bone to pick with speakers. I mean, speakers are wires and foam and plastic. Why is this speaker made better than this speaker? Because it has the B on it?
Well, I think it's the parts and what it's some technology. There's technology in the speakers now.
To sync them and to do that and that. But the sound, why is the sound?
Even for the sound. Because
it's made from the same stuff. It's like copper and whatever the hell.
Yeah, but with tech, they put there's little chips in there now that besides just syncing them, they also enhance they'll like beef up the bass, or they'll give a little bit more power to it so it sounds a little bit better. So there is some things that could be a little bit better.
I'm not buying it.
You don't have
I think the whole speaker industry is full of it. I remember back in
the whole speaker industry
is
full of
it. The 90s. Big speakers taking us all for a ride. It's a big conspiracy theory. They're all in on it. Big speakers got this whole thing. This speaker's better than this. They're all speakers. That's like milk. It's all milk. What am I getting? Why is this milk better than that milk? We make this. It's coming from an animal. We're pasteurizing it. We're throwing it in the thing. Why is this milk better? Why is this speaker better? It's the same crap.
I will agree. We have probably 4,000 more speaker producers than we actually need. We don't need this many.
I feel like 3 should be the limit.
Yeah, agree.
I mean, there's a crappy one that's made from crap that falls apart. There's a decent one, and then there's one that blows your head up. That should be the 3 levels, and that's it.
What's amazing too about headphones is they're like you said, there's legitimately like $4,000 headphones out there that you could only like you walk into a showroom on like you go into a place on like Rodeo Drive and there's just like one stand and there's like a pair of headphones and it's like $5,000 and like that's it. And then there's also one for $699 at a CVS by the checkout counter.
And they sound great.
Well, I don't know about great, but they work
good enough. And it's not like, it's not like you're in a recording studio with like top of the line. But for 10, if they were double the price, it would still be, it would be good. But it's like I look online, I look at guitars sometimes, and the $100 guitar as compared to like the $4,000 guitar, the difference in sound is, there's a little bit better, but I'm not buying a $4,000 guitar.
Right.
Anybody who buys that just has money that they don't know what to do with. You can get almost the same sound out of the cheaper guitars. Is what I'm saying.
That's the case with a lot of things, basically. And Apple is no different.
Not internet though.
I know, right? Apple's gonna do the same thing with this that they do with everything else. They're gonna make the same exact shit, and then they'll go on stage and go like this. But I don't know if you noticed, we made it 1/1 billionth thinner, and it's also 10.5 grams lighter. I would be like, holy shit!
Oh man,
this is amazing.
And then who was it that threw like a brick through the window?
That was Elon Musk.
Come on, how were we not collectively all like, all right, this guy's full of shit. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
How did we let that slide?
But because he showed later on that it really did work, that it was just like that wasn't like the final
model prototype.
Yeah, basically.
Still, someone should have told him, listen, for a smart guy, he's got to have his shit together. He can't look stupid on stage. 10 people had to be fired after that.
I don't think anybody was, but I also think that that's the charm of Elon, that they're kind of like, he's not perfect, but he gets everything there. Like you stick with him eventually and you're going to win if you're with Elon.
Yeah, which, no offense to I don't know if you want to segue into the next story here, but there's 4 civilians getting ready to go on a SpaceX rocket. And they're about to go in September out into outer space on the very first all-civilian ride into space. So it's going to be just 4 people, no astronauts, no people in the Air Force or anything like that. 4 civilians going on Elon Musk's rocket, flying into space for 3 days. Now, if I showed these 4 people the video of him throwing a brick through his car window, you think that changes their mind, or you think they're like, nah?
I would think
fine.
So.
And I feel like I've seen a few videos of his rockets blowing up lately. Am I wrong there?
No, there's been a lot of there's been a lot of that. A lot of blow-ups.
So what makes them think we're ready here? What
what's weird about
one
that?
1 or 2 went up great, like
I saw that and I go, boy, Elon's really screwing things up a lot here. And then I saw an interview with him, and he goes like this. He goes, "Oh no, they're supposed to blow up now. That's the whole point. We're testing them out." And I was kind of like, "Oh, all right, that makes sense. You do want them to blow up now as opposed to later."
Does that? Yeah, I guess now rather than later.
Yeah,
but I doubt very much he's spending gajillion dollars to just blow it up.
No, I think he is. He is, because they got to know where they can go so that they can pull it back, and then what I'm saying. Like, they have to know how to test all this stuff out.
That sounds like it blew up, and I better come up with an excuse on why.
It could be, I guess.
I don't think it was supposed to blow up, and he's just like, "Yep, meant to do that." It's like when someone trips and they start doing push-ups. It's not good. I don't know. I wouldn't be the first person. There's some smart people going. A doctor, some tech billionaire, entrepreneur, philanthropist, pilot, guy going up there with them. I don't know.
That's a lot of trust very, very early on in the process.
I don't see this happen. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna go fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. It's supposed to happen in September.
Fuck makes you so sure? How could you say that? I love the way you just go. I'm sure it'll be fine. What do you know? You don't even know the difference between speakers.
Know, but I'm being optimistic.
If one of these people was sitting in front of you right now and it was like, Frank, it's up to you. Should I go or should I not go? I'm sure you wouldn't say, I'm sure it'll be fine. You'd be like, I wouldn't go if I were you.
Don't fucking go, man.
Yeah, exactly. So don't say, I'm sure it'll be fine.
They're going. Well, here's the thing.
You didn't mean that at all.
I say it's okay. So I might as well say it's okay. The mind's made up already. So what I say doesn't matter.
I think you meant to say, I hope it's okay. I don't think you meant to say.
I do hope it's okay.
I'm sure it's fine.
I don't want to worry people. I'm sure it's going to be okay. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that's with anything, though.
Brian the Cannon Bannon, who we had on this show once, when we were working at the same station, he said to me, if you could go into space tomorrow, if you had the ability to go into space tomorrow, how long would you wait to actually go in space? And my answer was legitimately 10 years.
What do you mean? Like if someone said you can go into space tomorrow, what do you mean?
Yeah, like if I was one of these people, if they were like, good news, you can go, you can go, I'd be like, I'm still gonna wait 10 years just because I want you guys.
You're gonna let hundreds and hundreds of people go first, and then you go 10 years.
I don't need to be first on this one. You can iron out the kinks. We're obsessed. By the way, you don't have to be first at everything. You know what I'm saying? Stop listening to Ricky Bobby's dad so hardcore. It doesn't apply to everything.
Why is everything a competition?
Yeah, a lot of the times the people that went through like 10th or 11th lived and survived and made it.
Yeah. They get to tell their grandkids the stories.
Yeah.
But like, you think NASA is like these fucking SpaceX people? They're making us look like assholes.
They are really making NASA look like assholes because NASA never let anybody go on the airplanes, and they should have. I mean, there was a lot. They were big.
The airplanes?
Yeah, the ships, whatever. They could have opened up.
You talk about me with speakers. You're calling the spaceships airplanes.
The space airplanes. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, those propeller, those prop dusters.
You're telling me we couldn't fit a civilian up there, charge him a half a bill, and cash in?
I don't know. You ever see those movies? Not a lot of room in those things.
I know, but still, you got to pay the bill sometimes,
I guess.
Are these people paying money to go on? Like I thought they had to pay to get up there.
That's a good question. Now they picked 4 people. The final 2 were picked. 2 people won their way on somehow. I don't know. There was some kind of contest. I'm not really sure. Either they paid some kind of raffle or something.
See, I'd be pissed off if I paid. I'd be like, I worked hard all my life and earned my way to a nice living so I could afford to buy a thing in space, and you scratched off a fucking ticket and you're sitting next to me. That's bullshit.
Hey, they probably bought something. Yeah, it's like open up a chocolate bar. Yeah, one of them said it's like opening up the chocolate bar and seeing the golden ticket to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, that's stupid. I mean, at least make that half-court shot. I could respect those people a little bit more than the golden ticket people.
Yeah, nothing qualifies you to go into space like sinking a shot.
By the way, can I say this too? We need more golden ticket ideas on the podcast, just overall as a.
You mean for us or for in life in general?
For the podcast, I need you guys to come up with more golden ticket ideas. It'd be just great if you could do that.
Well, if we put out chocolate bars. I mean,
okay. Here's my other favorite thing about this podcast.
Give away experiences.
This is what you can really appreciate from the Anthony on Air podcast that you don't get anywhere else. For one of the co-hosts to come on live and then look at themselves like they're staring at a mirror.
No, I'm looking. You know what I'm reading? I'm looking at the titles on the side.
Oh, okay.
Because from here, I can't see it.
Okay, I thought you were looking at yourself in $20,000 worth of equipment. Like it was a mirror.
$20,000 worth of equipment.
I might have exaggerated by 18 or 19 grand. Let's not make a big deal out of it.
Right.
just a shade. It's a shade under 20 grand.
Anyway, those 4 SpaceX people are definitely going to die. Moving along to DMX.
I am like really upset about this up in here.
It's not good. Not looking good.
I'm not sure how many more of those I'm going to tolerate, but go ahead.
I really, when I read this, I was like, oh, like literally like that, maybe even more exaggerated. And Gaetano, my husband, was like, what happened? And I was like, DMX. And he's like, what about DMX? And I'm like,
made you lose your mind.
It's not good. It's not good. It made me lose my mind up in here.
Okay. Well, for anybody who doesn't know, DMX OD'd. Do we even know the full story? That's true?
OD heart attack combo.
That's what they're saying, but I heard them walk back the OD part. Then I heard them say...
They did not confirm that it was an OD, but he's in Lenox Hill Hospital. I was there a couple hours ago with the candlelight vigil.
That's classy. Nice. Very nice.
This is, you know what it is?
Anyway, wait, let me finish. I'm sorry. Let me finish. So he had ODs, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. He has a heart attack. They revived him. His brain, though, was deprived of oxygen for quite a while. He's in grave condition right now, currently. So that's the DMX story. And when Janine heard that, I knew, Janine, you were upset because my wife put it in the group chat. And then like 45 minutes later, you resent it to everybody because you were so like you hadn't gone back and read.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I
like,
really,
where were
I
you?
Didn't, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's bad. He's in a vegetative state.
Yeah, but you were saying, Janine, you were expressing your feelings on DMX. Go ahead.
When I was, like I said, I was shocked, and then I was like, this hurts because he's from our generation. He was my music. Frank, I don't think he was your music, but he was my music because I don't think you like rap.
You're not cool enough.
He's DMX, though. He transcends everything. He's the man.
Sorry. Oh.
You can't even name a song.
Yeah, I can.
Go ahead.
Don't say up in here.
All right.
Up in.
Then there's top, drop, shut him down, open up, drop.
Yeah, but what's the name of that song?
Rough Riders.
Rough Riders anthem.
Whatever. Still, I know some DMX. I'm not. Am I? An expert? No. But I grew up with that music.
I'm trying to figure out.
It when we played hockey, they used to blast DMX in the locker room. When we
that is true. That is true. When we played high
you
school,
slapped each other's bare asses with towels.
Maybe.
I mean, I hope so. You got to admit, Anthony, though, isn't it sad? This is sad. Yeah.
Why wouldn't we admit that?
I mean, it feels weird that you're talking about DMX the way my parents spoke about the Beatles. It felt a little strange to me just now. We're like, this is my music. This is my generation.
Okay, he's nothing. He's not like Biggie, but he's up there for me. For me, he's up there.
See, that's the way I feel about Biggie. Biggie, I felt like
Biggie's a big one, but DMX is big for me too.
I don't know. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying that. I'm not disagreeing with you or saying that you're lying. I just don't feel the same affinity.
You don't
towards
feel the
the
same
man.
thing. Can I just interrupt you and tell you that I saw one of the most funniest tweets about it? Not about it specifically. Somebody tweeted and said, "God, can you please change DMX for Ja Rule?"
I missed it. My freaking computer glitched out.
Oh, I said
no. You got no. Don't repeat it. He's got to watch the replay.
Damn it! I hate this show.
No, but I'll spoil it. Ja Rule has that voice, and so does DMX. Like they both had that gruffy, like.
Yeah.
And I respect a rapper like that.
My favorite was what's his name? Damn it! Now his name freaking escapes me. Come back to me.
Okay.
What the hell is his name?
I'm trying to figure out how Frank confused a DMX record for a Metallica record. That's what I can't figure out.
Yeah, right. Never.
Yeah, because I don't know how he would have never voluntarily put it in. I didn't realize how massive DMX actually... Like, I knew he was huge, but I just looked up his Spotify numbers. He has 7 million monthly listeners on Spotify.
Yeah.
Those are big numbers.
Yep.
My guy was Busta Rhymes.
His internet busted up as
I
he was
think
saying
he's
Busta Rhymes.
awesome.
That was poetic.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes, fastest rapper ever.
Yeah, he's very fast.
Like,
And his songs were great. He has that great voice, and
yeah.
You know, I love his stuff.
He raps like a speed bag. Janine, can you guess, and this is only according to Spotify, what his most popular song is?
It's probably Up in Here.
Is it him rapping Jingle Bells or whatever it was? Remember that?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And I absolutely loved that. I think that was so great when he rapped Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Classic.
Because he had that great what? Who's the better whatter? DMX or who's the guy who's what? Okay, who's that guy with the teeth?
Little John.
Lil Jon. Who does the better what?
D's, I feel like Janine definitely knows who that is.
Yeah, D said old dirty bastard.
There's a lot of Lils.
No, T.
There's a lot of Lils out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that.
Well, the original was
yeah,
DMX.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. DMX did what first? But I remember like when he used to growl and it sounded like a motorcycle. Yeah, like a dog.
Oh.
No, it sounded like a motorcycle to me. Like it was like
DMX. Oh.
It was intense. Like he was intense.
Sorry,
So what's his number one song?
Wait, Janine didn't guess. Oh, did you guess?
Okay. I think she said Up in Here.
I did say Up in Here.
X gonna give it to you. Number one.
Oh, because of
X
Deadpool.
gonna give it to you. Give it to you. X gonna. That's true, Frank. You know what?
What?
You're right.
What?
Go to Sleep is number 5, 47 million spins. Rough Riders Anthem with 78 million. Where the Hood At, 165 million. Party Up, 170 million. X Gun Give It To You,
What?
417 million spins.
Wow.
Not even close.
Seems like a lot of spins.
Damn.
That's a lot of spins.
We got to get these numbers on this podcast up to that.
But was it me? Please, I wish. Why don't you start screaming what more often, Frank? Maybe we'll finally get there.
What?
Ooh.
Is it me or did he fall on hard times? I feel like he was one of these, like, he was like poor again, or am I mistaking that for somebody else?
Well, he was out of the spotlight for a long time.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he was poor.
But I feel like from that generation, a lot of people surpassed him.
Yeah, he wasn't always on top.
Like Eminem and 50 Cent. I feel like all these people like surpassed him, where at the time he was the biggest, but then like, I don't know. I feel like he didn't have the staying power after a little while.
He didn't have continuous hits like they did.
Right. They kept coming out with stuff. And also I don't know if he played, he didn't play by the rules, went a little fast and loose.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
He a New York guy or Atlanta,
Hopefully
or is he down south?
Isn't he Brooklyn?
Is he Brooklyn?
I don't know.
We have a
Do your research.
place of origin on DMX. Is he Brooklyn? That's the other weird thing too. I feel like for a while we knew where every rapper was from. I don't know where
East
he's
Coast
from.
or West Coast? It's one or the other. I'll look it up.
Oh, he was born in Mount Vernon.
Oh, modest.
Mount Vernon does not get a lot of respect.
That's why he's like Lenox Hill.
That's why he's in Lenox Hill. I wonder. Why do we respect people if they don't move from where they live, where they came from?
Exactly.
Why is that so much better?
Like, what? You're still there? Okay.
Earl Simmons.
Who's Earl Simmons? Is that his real name?
That's his real name.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd stick with DMX. That's way more intimidating.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Earl.
Imagine Earl Simmons barking like that. No. Okay.
No, Earl
Simmons gonna give it to you.
Earl Simmons sounds like the guy who
you.
creates the Super Bowl pool at work. That's who Earl Simmons is.
Can you please give your numbers to Earl Simmons by the end of the day? Thanks.
That is him.
Woka-cola. You ready to talk about
Oh,
Woka-cola?
God. I'm scared. I don't know what this is about, but I'm scared.
What do we got?
So yesterday, all the stuff that's going on down in Georgia with the voting laws, and we
Yep.
talked about the fact that Major League Baseball pulled the All-Star game out of Georgia.
Right.
I guess Coca-Cola is headquartered in Georgia.
Correct.
And so Coca-Cola felt the need to tell everybody how opposed they were to the new Georgia voting laws. And so the reaction then from the right, because they're for the laws, and President Trump in particular, was to thusly boycott Coca-Cola.
What?
It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous.
Also, and I got to credit my producer for this one,
Oh, God.
supposedly, and I don't know how we missed this, but a couple of weeks ago, back in February, this story came out that Coca-Cola passed out this human resources training thing that said that people needed to tone down their whiteness.
What?
It urged, here, let me give you the story. It urged workers to be less white. Coca-Cola used this training material that actually originated from a LinkedIn education course, Confronting Racism was the name of the course. And so Coca-Cola used this to show their employees, and part of the program said that it urged people to be less white as part of the diversity training. The material was yanked offline following a viral whistleblower post. Yeah.
It specifically told people to be less white.
Yes. So the internal whistleblower posted, let me see. In the U.S. and other Western nations, white people are socialized to feel that they are inherently superior because they are white. Reads one of the slides. Another slide suggests try to be less white, with tips including be less oppressive, listen, believe, and break with white solidarity. I have a hard time believing this is true, but this was...
I mean, I hope it's not true.
These slides were posted on Twitter, and it was reported by, it says there's a LinkedIn thing. Not that LinkedIn is the end all be all, and it's just crazy to see some of this stuff. I can't believe people legitimately would do this.
When did this happen?
This was back in February that this was, and I can't believe it wasn't a bigger story, but it was reported in a lot of the outlets reported it. So anyway, so now you have,
hopefully they get called out on that.
So now you have Woka-cola, as they're calling themselves. I mean, to credit the company, they, as soon as it started to make its way around the internet, they pulled it down. I mean, who knows if anybody really read that stuff all the way through? Although that's what you have HR people for, is to read all the boring stuff. I think that's in the job description of an HR
people like
person.
Earl Simmons.
And give out sexual harassment meetings. Oh, okay.
Right. Their job is to read boring stuff and keep your eye on Janine, even if she doesn't work for your company. That's
don't
the
stare.
rule. Yeah. So now, so Coca-Cola, here's why I bring this up. So Coca-Cola or Woka-cola, they're now, saying, well, we condemn this. We don't agree. This isn't right, blah, blah, blah. So then the state, and I don't know who that is, it was the governor's office or somebody, says, well, we're not going to carry Coca-Cola in the federal buildings anymore as a retaliatory thing. And then Trump tweets about it, and or he doesn't tweet because he's not allowed to anymore, but he put out a statement urging everybody to not drink Coca-Cola, which has to be a big deal because this is the guy whose legacy in the White House will forever be the Diet Coke button. I mean,
right. Come on.
Yeah, he's a real champion for the people. Let's boycott an American company. I can't do it. I'm done today.
You need to take a
Don't
5?
don't get me started today. I can't.
Do you need a 20?
The
Oh,
hypocrisy
God.
is unbelievable, and the oh God's coming from this way. I can't deal with it right now.
Because as soon as it's about Trump, you get all
No,
excited.
as soon as I say the word Trump, it's here we go.
Who said here we
Make a
go?
comment or oh God.
You don't
or
comment.
whatever.
You just you shit on him every chance you get.
Because he keeps doing stupid shit.
Wait,
Like
who said
teaching
here we
about
go?
not
Did I
being
say that or
white.
did
No,
Janine
not here
say
we
that?
go.
White?
No,
I
nobody.
did.
Did you say it? Oh, there you
Did
go.
you say? I didn't hear it if you said it.
There we go.
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't even
God.
know if I did to say it.
Probably
Maybe.
not. But you said it's. I get the eye roll and I get the oh.
Don't be Al Qaeda, Janine. You just
It's my
You
mom.
just Al Qaeda the
It's
pot. You
my
were just
mom.
like, I don't know if I did it or not, but I'm gonna claim responsibility anyway.
It's my mom. I never roll my eyes. It's just how I always look.
No, it's just he's supposed to be a champion of the people, the business, the working man, bring American businesses back, but boycott Coca-Cola because they don't agree with what I say. It's
You could also
American
boycott
business.
it because of the whole acting white thing too, which I'm sure people are now like, I'm not buying them if they said that.
Yeah, but
which
they
is also
took that
dumb.
down and they got rid of that.
Yeah, they still did it.
Apologize. So everybody at that, see, that's the thing. Everything I keep saying is forgiveness culture. You got to forgive when people ask for forgiveness.
Not all the time though.
If people really want to be forgiven, and if they just go, I'm sorry, then it's bullshit. But if they're like, really, this was wrong, please accept our apology, then it's like, all right, this guy really wants to be forgiven. Then you gotta
Depends
forgive
on
and
what
move
they
on.
did. I don't
That's
forgive
also
everybody.
true. That's also true. Because a simple apology
bitch.
sometimes. Here we go.
Excuse me. This
He's
is what
already fired up. He's already fired up, fam. So
this is what happens when you let Sleepy Joe run the country. Coke goes bad. When I was here, we had a button for Diet Coke. Now Coke is bad. This is what happens.
Nobody boycotted anything when this guy was in office, I'm sure.
Excellent point. That's a good point from Sleepy Frank.
good point.
Nobody boycotted anything.
First of all, it's liberal pussy, Frank.
Oh, yes.
Get it right.
He's dying. Listen. Oh my God.
Well, it's just, he says one thing and then out of the other side of his mouth, he says another thing. So
A politician doing that, Frank?
oh, but I'm not a
Stop.
politician. I'm a regular guy. I talk like everybody else. Oh my God. Give me a fucking break.
Oh my God. Frank's definitely gonna anger bang his wife
have no
tonight.
idea.
What do you think, fam? Huh?
I'm just not in the mood for it today. I can't deal with
Talk
it.
to me like you're
Here's what bothers me about all of this. It's like we're forced to take a side now. Everybody has to be split up and pushed into a side. Like,
no, we're not forced. We could just go, no, I don't care about this right now.
Well, I think that most people
I do care, but
I think that most people
change my mind.
don't care. Legitimately don't care.
It's true.
I really
Nobody's
feel
going to boycott Coke. Well, maybe some people will boycott Coke because Trump said so, but nobody, it's not going to be the numbers that he thinks.
But this is what bothers me. None of that really bothers me. What bothers me is that we are now, it's like everything else. Like, there can't be an issue that occurs without it being divided amongst the Democrats and the Republicans. It's like,
well, it's all a political issue. That's the thing. This is a political issue.
how? It's soft
Coca-Cola?
drinks. Like, I mean, it's
No.
it's literally
No,
going to
not
become a
soft
thing where if you're a Republican, you have to drink Pepsi, and if you're a Democrat, you have to drink Coke.
No, because it's a political thing. Because Coke took a side.
Oh, what do you
and
guys
said,
like? Do you like
"We're
Pepsi or
against
Coke?"
this." I like Coke. I hate Pepsi. Not that I hate it. I just
Fam?
prefer. If I'm out and there's only Pepsi,
If I had my choice between beverages, I would not choose Coke or Pepsi. I like a Dr. Pepper, to be honest with you. But if I had to choose
But
between
if
one of the two,
No,
I don't care.
just-
I don't give a
Oh,
shit.
you don't care. Oh.
I
No.
like Coke. Coke's better than Pepsi.
Well, I have to say I'm actually siding with Frank on this issue, so maybe it's not a political issue because
Wow.
I
no, where
do
it
not.
gets
I do
political,
not like Pepsi.
I'm not saying that Coke is a political company or Pepsi. It's the fact that they said they got into politics. They said we're taking a stance against.
Which is the
This
other thing I
law.
hate about this, because, again, I used to be the guy who liked people for standing up for what they believed in, and now it just annoys me because it's like, I don't give a shit, Coca-Cola, how you feel about any of this. Just make sodas. Your entire goal in life should be rotting out innocent children's teeth. That's all you're here for. We don't need your fucking opinion. I got a thing the other day. I got an email. Now, do I want to see Asian people get beat up? Absolutely not. But I get this corporate email from Uber that is like, we stand with the Asian community. It's like, motherfucker, we all stand with the Asian community. I don't need your shitty corporate email gunking up my inbox. Like, do we
have... What are you doing with corporate emails from Uber?
I don't know.
And they all send them because it's like, if you're signed up with the app, you're going to get the emails. Here's the thing with that. What if something else happens with another group of people? Now they're going to continuously do this over and over and over and over.
Exactly.
No, that's the thing, though. That's why people like Coca-Cola say something, because then it brings attention to it. If the people who own Coke, the people who run it, are like, this is happening in my state and it's affecting our people and our workers and whatever, then we're going to say something. So
I guess
more and more people come forward. If nobody said anything, if no company ever said, I'm against this or for this, you know how much crap would go under the radar and we wouldn't even know about it?
But I don't think that the boycott power has the power that it used to have 10 years ago.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which way? What do you mean?
Like, I don't, it's all become too, I don't know if fake is the right word. Like, I saw that email come from the company, and I started reading it because it's just like, I went to the email and it went to that one and it opened up and I read the first couple lines and I was like, I wish somebody would call and ask me about extending my car warranty. Like, that's how much I didn't want to read that friggin' email at the time.
So then don't read it.
You know how many you get.
And I think that people like,
would it stop you for 2 seconds?
But there's people out there right now that are like, I'm with President Trump. I'm never drinking Coke again. And those are the same people 3.5 weeks from now that are going to go out and have a party and go like, oh, get a couple of.
Yeah. So you're saying they're going to do it, they're going to say it, but they're not going to actually follow through with it.
So then what do you care?
I think if anybody legitimately
to say it.
followed through with it, they would forget about it in 3 weeks from now. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So then why does it bother you?
Because this is all fake and it drives me crazy. Yeah. Like, I bet you Trump right now is fucking drinking a Diet Coke because that's what he likes. Like, can we go back to the time where you agreed and disagreed with people and then just went and did your own shit? Like, all of a sudden, everybody has to line up with right versus left, and it's just exhausting.
It's all social. Believe me, if there was no social media, this wouldn't be a thing, because that's where everybody just throws an opinion out there. It literally takes 2 seconds to do, and then suddenly it's part of your brand. If there was no social media, we wouldn't hear from Coke like ever. I don't like. There's a big problem.
I just feel like corporations should just shut the fuck up now. I think it's time to just be quiet and not stand with any communities or oppose any whatevers. Just be like, we're just gonna make our soda, and that's it.
Well,
shut up and do your job.
Yeah.
No.
Just make me my delicious 59 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
Coke.
Well, if you owned a company,
figure out how you can squeeze more sugar into that liquid and move on with your life.
Maybe someone asked them. If you owned a huge company that was, an international thing, like it's big as Coke, would you take a side at all, or you just stay out of it completely?
I would stay out of it completely. And when somebody asked me, like, why haven't you? Because this is the problem. Somebody goes to Coke and goes, do you have any comment on this thing? And Coke probably goes, no, we have no comment. And then somebody else calls and they go, people are wondering why you're not commenting on the harsh voter suppression laws that are, and then they wind up going, oh shit, now if we don't say something, we look like we're like on their side.
Well, that's the whole problem.
And they get guilted. I liked it when guilt was just between Jewish and Italian mothers. When a Jewish and Italian mom would just throw it on their kids, that's where guilt belongs. Doesn't belong in corporations.
Well, we don't know that that's what happened.
That's what happened. I'm telling you, that's what happened.
You heard it here
I'm
first.
telling you.
That's it.
That's what it is.
Lock it in.
That is exactly what it is. And then they start panicking and they go, "Oh shit! Why can't we go back to the way things were in the '70s?" People would go, "No comment," and then they would just donate a shit ton of money towards the side that they felt comfortable with. That's how I want to go back to.
Because now it's all public. Nobody asked questions back then. Now it's all public.
Yeah.
And everything's out there. And if we donate money to a certain place, it gets somebody finds out. It's like, oh, it's not the right place.
But I feel like, and it's both sides. Maybe the left a little bit more, but they gotta they harp on it until you join their side, and then when you don't join their side, you're a racist. And it's like,
that's a little extreme.
That's kind of the way it is. And I'll say this, on the right side, then the right goes, oh, woke culture and everybody's got to be this or that. And then as soon as some shit happens that they don't like, they're like, oh, let's boycott this. And now it's Coke, and now it's Delta. Delta's got a hub in Georgia, I guess. Now they're going, oh, we're not going to take Delta. Motherfucker, you're going to be on a Delta flight drinking a fucking Coke in 3 weeks.
Well, that's what I mean. You're not going to, yeah.
Yeah, that's 99% of this stuff blows over and everybody forgets about it. I'm sure there was something last year that everybody's we'll boycott, and then everybody forgot about it.
We said it on the last show.
I can't name one thing.
When MLB pulled out their thing, I said this happened with the NBA in North Carolina, and North Carolina is still I have to check on it, but I'm pretty sure still part of the union, still economically.
Look at the NFL. Look at the NFL. Trump was like, boycott the NFL. Terrible.
Yeah.
Let people kneel. NFL's fine.
Oh,
nobody's boycotting the NFL,
and everybody was like, "Oh, they're losing in the ratings over." Are they?
No.
Yeah, right. They're doing just fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
They're still printing money over there like crazy. But it breaks my heart that some individual people will still fall for this shit, and will go, "Oh, I'm not gonna buy Coke, or I'm not gonna watch the NFL because they kneel, or they didn't kneel, or they, half kneeled, or it's like
there's a lot of stuff about
be your own person.
You know what though? I don't condemn.
Yes.
I don't condemn
inspiring words.
I don't condemn a company. I don't condemn a company for speaking out when they feel like they should.
That's what's so bizarre.
If a company wants to say something,
but Frank, that's what's so bizarre about this for me is I used to be the you should stand up for what you believe in person,
so
and
what
now
happened to you?
I don't know. I got burnt out on all of it because it all became contrived. It all became just part of the overall machine where it's no longer about that one little thing. It's about red versus blue, and everything just gets churned up into that old argument. And
well, everything becomes political because that's the mindset we're in now. But it's all going to happen until it gets to a certain point, and we're going to move on to the next cultural progression thing in our existence. It's just this is a phase that we're in right now. I feel, and but to be honest, I mean, people have been boycotting stuff for decades. This is no different. It just happened. It just so happens that social media.
That's like if we say something.
Now, and
it's like if we say something that somebody doesn't agree with, and they go bye-bye, or I'm not listening to this anymore, and then 10 days later, they
check in again,
still commenting on it. It's like, what are you worried about? Fucking kidding.
So what are you worried about? It's gonna blow over. Everything's gonna be fine. But Coca-Cola felt that it was, in their power to do something that they felt was right, and that's what they did. They stood up for something that they think is unjust, which, I happen to agree with, and I agree with Coca-Cola, not with the voting law.
I don't know. Was passed. Remember Jordan? I forget what Jordan was. There was some issue they asked Michael Jordan about back in the day. This was in the documentary that came out a couple years ago.
Was it about tags in the back of shirts?
No, it was about. It was something about some Republicans did something bad or whatever, and they asked him, like, basically they framed the question like they typically do in a way that you have no other choice than to be on the right side and condemn and he wouldn't do it. And when they were like, why won't you stand with this cause, whatever the hell it was, and he was because Republicans buy sneakers too, and that's the business I'm in. I sell sneakers.
Hey, at least he's been truthful.
And that I respect that so much because it's honest. And I wish we would get back to that. Now he probably in his heart of hearts was with the cause and felt that way, but knew you're asking me in this public forum, I'm a business. This would hurt my business if I excluded that half of my fan base, and I'm not going to do that for you just so you can feel
right.
And I feel like that's kind of an acceptable, you should be able to go, you know what I'm about to, if I say something, it's going to affect thousands of people in their lives. I don't want to go on the record. So let's move on. I feel like you should be allowed to say that.
But be honest. If Michael Jordan or LeBron says that today, you think the internet would let them get away with that? Or do you think that they would firebomb them for days until they had no choice but to apologize?
That's a good question.
I feel like...
Thanks, Janine. I appreciate that. Frank, you can give me credit for questions every now and then, too, like Janine does. That'd be nice.
I was just trying to answer.
Go ahead.
But
he's thinking before he answers.
Wait, let me stop and kiss your ass. Oh, what a great question.
Oh, my God. Great question.
Hey, a break. Let me just answer a stupid question with a stupid answer. They would probably harp on it for a few days, and then a week and a half later, it would be over. Nobody would care anymore.
Yeah.
They'd be on to the next stupid thing.
That's why the Trump approach is so interesting, because he's like, I'm not apologizing. And then all the Democrats are like, ooh, that's bad. And then Cuomo touched a bunch of people, and then he was like, I'm not apologizing. And then the Democrats were like, he shouldn't apologize. That's right.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. See?
TV finales, J-Sabs. J-Sabs is heartbroken over Shameless. Now, can we agree that this is going to be spoiler free, or I don't know Shameless? I don't have.
This is going to be spoiler free.
Okay.
Do you guys watch Shameless or no?
Nope. I don't watch Shameless, and for those of you who don't watch Shameless, the question that we're going to turn this into for the audience is, what TV finale just destroyed you, broke you up, hit you hard? Oof.
Well, next week is the series finale, but last night's show, crying since the end.
So,
and that's all I'll say. But
the second to last show, you're already dying.
I feel beat up. Since watching the show last night. I feel like physically beat up. Someone just punched me, and I'm just distraught. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
That's rough.
But it's like when you watch a show and you just feel like, obviously the characters, you've been with them for so long. This is the 11th season. I did not watch from the beginning. I think I was, when it was 4th or 5th season, is that when I started watching it? Like, I watched it from the beginning, but then like I was caught up, and we binge watched that show, the shit out of it. And I just feel like this show to me is probably in my top 3 shows of all time.
Wow.
I don't know thing one about this show.
It's amazing.
This is with William H. Macy?
Yes, William H. Macy. He plays such an amazing character. And like, I'm not going to give any spoilers. He's hated in it, but he plays the part so good.
I love it.
I can't even explain it. Yes.
I can't believe it's been on for 11 seasons.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I had no idea.
And it's just so good. But Gaetano, like, this is the thing. Like, I don't know if your wives do this, but have you ever watched like a movie with them or a TV show and they cry and they don't want you to see them crying? Is that what? Do they do that? Because I do that.
Yeah, they do that.
And it's like, no. I'm like this. Gaetano's like, he looked at me, and last night I was like, I'm not going to even pretend I'm not. So I just looked at him like this, and he's like,
oh, so you were crying. Your husband wasn't crying. I thought your husband was crying. Oh, no.
Yeah, right.
He wasn't crying.
No, but he was like, all right, like, looking at me like, are you like, are you kidding me right now? And I'm like, well,
Janine's husband wasn't crying. He was just sitting there holding in gas. That's what he was doing.
I don't think any guy cry.
Yeah.
But I don't know if a TV show has ever made me cry at all. I'm trying to
what
think.
about a movie?
Oh, yeah, movies have made, yeah, I've cried during movies, but not
But
during...
does your wife, will she cry and pretend like try to act like she's not crying or hide it from you while watching a movie or a TV show?
No, she'll cry, you know.
I saw her cry once during a movie, but as it turns out, she was also just holding in a fart, and it was starting to hurt.
That happens. It's painful.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I don't want him to know. But anyway, since then, I rewatched the show today again by myself. Then they have like I know why do I do this? Why do I do this to them? Women do this to themselves.
That's a sign that this was a really good show. If you had to watch it again by yourself, that's just a sign that it was really, really good.
It's good, and they've had cameos in all through the years, like good ones, but just the show itself.
Trying to think of a series finale that got to me.
I know one other one, 6 Feet Under.
Wow.
I don't know if you saw that show. That was a really good show, and the ending was amazing.
Made you cry?
Oh yeah. There's no doubt. Nope. Obviously. Pretends like human tissue.
I'd say Alf.
Stummy.
It was rough, man.
It was rough.
The FBI surrounds him and they capture him. It's like, that's how it ends.
Is that how Alf ends? I thought he gets back on a ship and leaves.
Nah, they freaking grab his ass.
There was some weird sexual thing.
It's over.
With Alf, but you two don't have any shows that were.
Not that I cried or it was emotional. I'm trying to think of anything that was that powerful, that dramatic.
I actually believe Frank when he says Alf. I think he really means Alf.
I shouldn't have asked you. I shouldn't have asked you guys because guys have no feelings or emotions. So you know what? Let me ask some women on the women comment.
That's not true. I cry during movies. They make me cry.
This one's a cliche, but I actually up to the last episode, it's a cliche, and then I'm alone. But I thought The Sopranos. I
knew you were going to say The Sopranos.
Yeah. That one was good too. I cried on that one
sad.
too.
How was that sad?
No, it wasn't sad, but it was those last 2 or 3 episodes. I was just like, I couldn't take it. It was too much, and especially the episode before the finale.
Yes.
I don't remember. I feel like he was in a cabin or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Exactly what
You know
happened.
what? Come to think of it, and please do not make fun of me, but I know you are already. I've probably cried at every season finale of a show. Series finale. I'm sorry, series finale. I've probably cried, but there's been few that hit me. Like 6 Feet Under, definitely.
Friends.
I was just kind of saying
Come on.
that. Friends definitely made me cry
Seinfeld?
too. Seinfeld, I thought had the most dumbest ending ever, and I hate that one.
Oh, I love that ending.
I think the ending made sense, but they didn't do it right.
No, you're crazy. I love it. I was going to say Seinfeld because that was like Seinfeld. You know how they always try and pick who the 5th Beatle was? Seinfeld was like the 5th friend, I feel like, growing up. I knew Frank.
Seinfeld, I loved. That was my favorite show of all time.
I was so close to those characters, and when they weren't going to be around anymore, I really kind of felt like, oh my God. Little did we know that they were going to sign a TBS deal and DVDs, and now it was going to be with us forever. But you felt like you were losing friends legitimately when Seinfeld went off the air.
When they played that Green Day song at the end.
Yeah,
the Green Day song.
That is sad, but
you know rough.
I hated the ending. What about the show with Doug and Carrie? I cried at that one too.
Who?
What's that called?
King of Queens?
King of Queens, yep.
You cried at the end of King of Queens? You just got a problem.
I don't even remember what happened at the end of that.
I do remember.
The people
But
that were like, I'm going to check out Shameless. I don't know how passionate Janine is. Those people are like, nah, forget it. She's got no.
Cheers.
No, you have to. No.
Cheers had a sad ending.
I never liked Cheers. Maybe that's why I never saw the ending.
Cheers is so good.
I don't remember the ending to Cheers. Let me guess. The bar closes?
No.
I don't even.
Like I said.
No.
Though, like I'll cry at them, but there's been a few that have just hit me, and I feel like Shameless is gonna be the one. I'm gonna need a week of mourning probably.
I feel like can we live stream your reaction to Shameless?
Oh my god!
It'll be the third time around.
Right, because I'll be watching it all over. I was funny. I should have taken a picture because I didn't wash off my eye makeup and it was all over my cheeks. At times I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
You don't have to.
Really good finale. And you're going to think go ahead. Sorry.
Which one?
No, I can't now.
Well,
Go ahead.
You're going to make fun of me for it. But for true fans, Futurama.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you. It was a lot of episodes. People who've seen it in the comments tell me I'm wrong. There were like maybe 5 episodes where it was like they really wrote some sad stuff into it.
Really?
Yeah, there was this has nothing to do with the finale, but there was an episode where the main character's name is Philip Fry. They call him Fry. He goes in the show. He goes 1,000 years into the future. So there's an episode where he finds his I forget exactly how it goes, but he finds his dog. That his dog died, obviously, but he found out that his dog went to the same spot every day, looking for him. Going back and forth, like played this dramatic music and stuff, and they showed how his dog was aging as he was going to the same spot, looking for him. I'm telling you, it gets to you. This
what
the show.
I just lost my dog 5 weeks ago. What is wrong with you?
I was trying to get you on my Futurama side. I'm sorry.
Now Frank's gonna feel bad.
Different episode. One of the main characters is Leela. She's played by Katie Sagal, and she, the whole time, 4 seasons, she's like, "Oh, this is a little spoiler alert if you're not caught up on Futurama," but she's an alien, and she doesn't know where her home planet is. She doesn't know where she came from. But it turns out, spoiler alert, she's not an alien. She is a mutant from Earth. And her parents, the whole time, she was an orphan. Her parents, the whole time, are mutants that live underground that were like shunned from society with like a whole colony of mutants. But they've been keeping an eye on her the whole time she's growing up, like in secret, because they can't, they've been watching her and taking care of her, but like in secret. And it's like, and they play these, it's like really, there's like 5 or 6 episodes where you watch them and you're like bawling your eyes out.
I just want to hear from all the Frank supporters and wonder if they're still supporting him after the last 3 minutes.
I'm telling you, watch Futurama. It's a cartoon, I know, but it's made by the same people who made The Simpsons.
There are people that are like, Frank is so spiritual and he's so sensitive. I love him. That listen to that long talk and are like, I can't believe I fell for this guy and his Futurama sensitivity.
Futurama is a very underrated show. It went on for 10 seasons. It was great.
That was 10 seasons too. How do these shows go on for a decade and we don't even notice it? That's so crazy.
Now, why didn't you guys ever watch Shameless? Just never got into it, or you said you never even heard of it, right?
What Frank just said. There's a weird thing about Showtime where they make really good shows, but they're just like 4th on the list of respectability for some reason, and it's so hard to get to them.
I feel like Dexter was Dexter Showtime.
I was in on Dexter early, but I fell out of it. But yeah, that was Showtime. Dexter brought Showtime legitimacy, and then the one with Liev Schreiber was the other one that really hammered it home.
And Homeland too.
Homeland, right. Yeah. Then they started rolling.
Did you ever watch Homeland?
No.
Nope. So I never watched Dexter until it was streaming on Hulu.
Okay.
Or whatever the hell.
Dexter, the ending was like that to me. Like I don't think I cried at that one. Homeland though, that was a toughie for me too. Yeah, that was a good show too. You should watch that one. You people need to get into Showtime shows. Come on.
I have to have
Really?
That requires free time.
I saw Dexter. It was great.
Okay, Dexter's really good. Yeah, that too. But I think that Shameless is just, first of all, it's hysterical. Like above everything else, it's just hysterical. Second thing is the crazy things that happen. I don't know. I always love that show.
I liked Breaking Bad. That wasn't Showtime.
That
though.
ending
wasn't that sad but because to be honest, it was spoiled for me. So that ending was spoiled for me.
That sucks.
So I knew it was coming. Yeah, and to get that for that show to be spoiled, it's bad. So I knew it was coming, but I watched it and it was really good. But again, spoiled.
There's very few shows that you watch that you don't feel emotional about towards the end, though, right? Like,
yeah, because it's like it's ending, and I think for me, it's like now I'm never gonna see what goes on in their lives again, and it is, to me, it's like just that's it, and it's cut off.
Yeah,
and that's what I don't like.
And you're feeling like the story's continuing without you.
Yes. Yeah.
I do like when they do show you what happens later on in life for them. Like that, to me, that's a good closure for me.
Like as part of the finale, they go 20 years in the future and give you the ending.
Exactly. Yep.
I can't think of one thing that does that.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, to be honest with you.
Oh, see, I can't tell you what show it is, but they do that.
Well, that's how Godfather 3 ends. They do that in Godfather 3.
Oh, okay.
That's part of that.
You don't like that? I like that.
You know what show I love where they kind of did that a little bit? The Office.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Okay, The Office. I sobbed for that one,
I didn't see the end of The Office.
Okay.
You didn't?
I saw the first like 5 seasons or something, and then I for some reason stopped watching it.
I don't know how you could stop watching that show. I really don't.
No.
I know. I got to get back into it.
I thought they did such a beautiful job with the finale. In fact, I think my wife cries at that. Yeah, she does. She's just confirmed. Yeah. She'll cry every time we get to the end of that.
Every time too. It's not like the first time I've seen it and I cried. No, I cry every time I see that part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make just going back for a second. I'm gonna make a statement here. I don't know, Anthony, backing up on this.
Okay.
No.
Is this about Futurama? Because then I gotta go if it is.
No, it's about. You mentioned The Godfather. I feel like every mafia movie ends with that. What happens to them in the future thing.
Oh.
Goodfellas ends that way.
Goodfellas does. The Irishman does.
Yeah. Yep.
I think Casino does, but I don't remember.
Fam's like, I don't know about Irishman because I have to go back and watch the last 45 minutes.
My God, you're right. Casino does end that way too.
Oh God, they do. That's right, Frank.
Yeah.
I can't think of one mafia movie where it's not.
What about Donnie Brasco? Donnie Brasco doesn't.
I don't remember that one.
I don't know. I remember he I think it might, because it's a real story.
Hold on.
I think it might. I'm not sure though.
No, it's not. It doesn't flash too far into the future.
Like to this day, Donnie Brasco is in jail. Not in jail, but in witness protection, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
I feel like it ends with that usually.
And The Irishman, that's a little cheating because it starts at the end and the whole movie's a flashback.
No, but at the end they say they do like this guy did this. They do like the individual person, and they do a little. This is what happened to this person.
A little bit.
What happened to that person?
Oh God! Now I'm a little depressed thinking about all the endings of these shows. Thanks, guys.
You brought it. This was your topic.
And now I know it was. I think because I was so upset like all day. Okay, you know what? This is how upset I was. I was driving to Target and I started crying. What the?
That's not good. You gotta get your emotions in check.
You can say no
I
to
have
this.
to remember that these aren't real people, right?
What about
what?
All in the Family?
What were you saying, fam? Oh God.
All in the Family.
Remember that ending?
I don't remember that ending.
I'm trying to think. No.
It's a rough
What
one.
were you gonna make fun of me for, fam?
I was gonna say you can say no to this, but if you would agree to live stream yourself watching the show, I think that would pull in huge numbers.
You think so?
The whole last episode, or just like the last
episode?
The entire last episode.
Okay.
You put it on. You watch it on TV. We'll put a camera on you just to get your reaction. We can't show the show, but just the camera on you and your reaction, not me or Frank ruining it with like, oh, but on Futurama they did this. None of that. Just you watching the show. And
oh God. I can't. So that means I can't fart or pick my nose.
No, you can. I think it would be great.
Okay.
But I think
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Think about it. I think everybody who listens or watches the podcast would tune in to see what your reaction would be to this.
Is it an hour each episode?
Mm-hmm.
What time is it on?
You could 9:00.
Well, it's probably streaming, right?
Yeah.
But do you watch it live or do you watch it whenever you watch it?
I watch it live.
Yeah. I think.
Oh, that's right. That's not.
But
the finale.
I don't know.
Right.
It is the finale.
No. I mean, you. I'm saying that the one that you reacted to already.
Oh no, I didn't.
It's not the finale.
Yeah,
next week's the finale.
Yes.
Right. I think everybody would. I would tune in to watch you. I know I would. Think about it. We'll talk about it off the air if you really want to do it.
Okay.
But I think that would be so much fun for people.
I think Anthony and I should play. We should be those two guys that are shadows, like watching the movies. What was that called?
On like the Cartoon Network or whatever that was.
It's like Mystery Science Theater.
Yes.
Those two.
Oh God, I'm not going to pretend.
Puppets that sit and watch the movie and make fun of it.
I was going to say, I think we're more the puppets and Muppet Babies, the two old men.
We can do that too.
Yeah.
But we watch Janine and just make fun of her reactions.
You'd be like, "Oh, Futurama this," and I'll be like, "Yeah, but on The Sopranos they did this way, they did it this way," and everybody would hate it.
This is why I hate everybody. Cancel culture.
It wouldn't be a month without talking about the Kardashians. I love that this is a story. So
what happened with them now?
Khloe Kardashian, they snapped a picture of her, and the Kardashian army of lawyers are doing everything they can to pull this picture off of the internet.
Isn't that like almost impossible?
That's what I thought, but apparently it's working because it's only living in one place right now, and that's Reddit. And of course, I'm going to show it to you too, because I'm not afraid of no Kardashian lawsuit.
Well, just saying, I have nothing to do with this. If the Kardashian lawyers are listening, send it this way.
Believe me, if the Kardashian lawyers were tuned into this show, they fucking tuned out during the Futurama Love Fest.
You know what? We're talking about show finales. I bring up my show, and I get crapped on.
I know. You pour your heart out.
Sopranos, they got the
Let's see it.
friggin'
Let's see it.
Foreigner.
Guess how many followers Khloe Kardashian has on Instagram?
I'll say
8 million.
I'll say 15 mil.
I expect Frank to be completely naive when it comes to Instagram numbers. Janine's is incredibly disappointing.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back. It's like 35 million.
I know Twitter is. I was thinking it was high, but I went off of Janine's low number.
Yeah, I don't know why I did so low. I'm dumb.
I was gonna go in the hundreds, like 100 mil.
Khloe Kardashian has 135 million followers on Instagram.
What?
100.
That's just above where I am.
That's only Instagram. 135 million followers. That means that 4 more people voted in the last presidential election than she has followers. That's how. Yeah.
That's how scary.
So here's the photo that they did put out. This is the approved photo. There's Khloe laying down
that's approved.
Big ass of hers. Yeah.
And what is this for?
This is okay.
Magazine?
I think she was.
Oh, it's her Instagram.
Yeah. Again, and this is part of my little bullshit meter. Going back to what we were talking about the, boycotting everything. She has a new clothing brand, where the whole purpose of the clothing brand is, about body image and you're beautiful no matter what, and all this and that, which is such a crock of shit because these people make a living off of
their looks
and photoshopped perfection, because that was the approved photo.
Exactly.
And here,
hurry up. Come on, I want to see.
Here's the not approved photo.
Oh.
Yeah, a little.
And it looks a little different, just a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's
Now,
not photoshopped as much as it should have been, I guess.
I'll say
for them.
I mean, I still think she's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't bother me. It bothers me more that it bothers her, and she photoshops the shit out of it.
Yeah, but they Photoshop out of every picture that they post too of themselves. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's not like,
especially
they're not posting real pictures.
Especially she's pushing clothing for different body types. She shouldn't be photoshopping. That's just an instant you're full of shit mode if you're photoshopping your image and saying on the turn around and saying, oh, anybody could wear these clothes. It's like, well, then don't Photoshop yourself.
Yeah, so
I want to see that picture to myself.
Her clothing label, Good American, bills itself as, quote, representing body acceptance.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she's not accepting the way her body looks in this picture.
Yeah. Now they're saying that here's what I love. They're saying that an assistant posted it by accident, which means an assistant was like, you know what, this fucking bitch, I'm going to put this photo out. Right. Last time you yell at me for not getting your tea right.
Fired.
Or Coke.
But they're saying that she never, or Coke. So I don't know how to chop up lines. But they're saying that she's the copyright holder and they have the right to pull down their photos that aren't given permission. And
she sure does. But she probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
She has the right to take down any photo she wants. It's her account. It's her photo. But I feel like who's telling her not to pull it down?
What do you mean?
Like, she's suing who?
She's just I think they're threatening lawsuits everywhere because she doesn't want this out there. Like the lawyers will be like, hey, that photo is not authorized. Pull that photo down. It's not that bad.
Not a bad picture. If you want to go with perfection, then there's nothing wrong with this picture though. Maybe there's a little line on her stomach there, but there's nothing wrong with that.
I think it's this hip. I think it's this hip area that's bothering her the most. That little, you got that little, like, what's going on there? But that's natural,
that's just
normal,
muscle and
Yeah.
Yeah, a little. But I feel like right below her belly button is like a little wrinkle or something, maybe.
Right.
But other than that, and even with that, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but you have to understand they can't post pictures that are not perfection, that are not photoshopped. I know.
I feel like people would respect them more and buy their stuff more if they didn't Photoshop. Why don't they see that?
I gotta say, I agree with. I feel like, although I know what Janine, I agree with what you're saying too, and that's like the thing that you get into. But again, you're at 135 million followers. Like, I think you're a tastemaker and you can kind of change the game a little bit, by doing something like this.
Yeah, but they don't want to be like, because some people post pictures, Photoshop versus not Photoshop, and then.
Yeah, but she has an opportunity to lean into this one and be like, this is me, not touched up.
But that's not them. That's the whole thing.
Well, she could turn this into a whole angle of this is the real me, and this is that could be a huge promotional thing. This is the real me. I'm not doing any Photoshop, and this is what you get, and this is the clothing that I'm putting out. I think people would respect her more.
I also feel like, I don't know, you can call me crazy on this one, Janine, and I'll yield to your expertise here, but I feel like if anybody was going to do that, it would be Kim and not her. Like, I feel like Kim is the kind to be like, I'm going to go in this direction just because I don't see her as being that type of a person.
Yeah, no. You're right. I'll give you that one.
The type that wants it to be perfect?
or that will just show that she's not perfect.
Like Kim would have the balls to go rogue as a marketing move. If it wouldn't benefit her, she wouldn't do it. But like you said, if they figured out they could move 10 million more, shirts by her doing it this way, I think Kim would be the one to go and do it that way over Khloe.
Yeah, I think, and now that they brought more attention to this picture, it's like, if they didn't say anything, it probably would have flew under the radar. They could have next week posted a different picture and it would have been fine. But now that it's this huge thing.
Well, also the balls that, like you said, like how can you even eradicate anything from the internet anymore? It's near impossible.
It's going to be somewhere at least, I guess he just doesn't want it on like major places just to slow the traffic down a little bit on it, I guess.
I guess so. I mean, again.
Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Easter passed. How was everybody's Easter?
Good.
Fantastic time. It was nice.
That didn't sound like
it.
It was nice. Why? Did you have any craziness happening?
I had a super spreader event at my house. It was lovely.
Did you do the Easter egg hunt with the kids?
We did the Easter egg hunt with the kids. I think they had like 3 altogether. It was like insane. We had one last week. We had one Saturday. We had one Sunday. I think we're doing one tomorrow just, because now they're addicted to it. I don't know. They're doing a lot of that stuff. But yeah, I had family come out from as far as Jersey, and everybody complained about how far.
Did they fly in or?
No. So I live on the eastern end of Long Island. For people who don't know, in fact, if you go 45 minutes more east, you'll hit Spain. That's how fucking far out I live, and my family never lets me forget about it. But I felt bad because my uncle, he was like, if I'm going to drive all this way out here, I might as well just get a hotel.
Oh, really?
So what we did is because it's a pain in the ass to do it on the actual holiday, we actually did Easter on Saturday.
Oh, you're one of those people?
We're one of those people. Yeah.
Because of the traffic.
Because of the traffic, it's hard to have everybody truck out on Sunday.
So what did you do on Easter then?
So on Easter we did like we had like our little close family.
Small family thing.
Yeah, we did
just
the hunt.
Your parents?
The parents were still here. Yeah, we did that. But my uncle, he was like, I'm going all the way out there. I might as well get a hotel and stay over. He's like, and then I'll hit the Hamptons on Sunday. But then they, like I was talking with them today and everything was closed. Like
it's Easter Sunday.
Everywhere they went, it was like closed. So there was like nothing really for them to do.
Let's see, Sunday, Easter, pandemic. You're probably not going to run into a lot of open places.
Yeah, I felt bad about that.
That is tough.
Although I did have this amazing moment with my uncle where, we were having a couple drinks and everybody got here. Everybody was like drinking a little bit. And I have a pond in my backyard. So there's like buoys in the pond because, like we put like a fountain in it, like only when the weather's nice. So, until the weather becomes nice, there's buoys there. So you know where to like hook the thing, to start the fountain. And so my uncle had a couple, and he looks at me and he goes, "Do those birds ever move off of that pond over there?" So I look at the pond and I'm like, "Bird?" I'm like, "Do you mean the white things?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "They've been there like all afternoon and they never move."
I've been watching them. One of them moved a little, but not the other one.
I was like, "Yeah, drunk uncle. They're
drunkle."
There's always a drunk uncle.
It was fantastic.
That's fun.
And then my other uncle, so the kids have like my cousin is dating this girl, okay, and newbie in the family, which is always tough to come into any family when you're like the last man in. That's a rough spot. She's very nice though. I mean, I like her despite the rest of the family hating her, like horribly hating.
Why do they hate her?
I'm just saying that because I know it'll get back. But everybody likes her. She brought she's like, oh, let's do like an Easter egg hunt for the kids. She has a kid. We got the 2 kids here. I thought it was very lovely of her to do so. So she put like money in some of the eggs. So the kids do the hunt and and I don't even look what's in the eggs or whatever. My uncle throws me an egg and I crack it open and there's $11 in the egg. So I'm like, Well, that's a big, that's a nice little chunk of change to put in the 5-year-old.
It's a random number, but yeah.
I thought it was a little odd, but I don't know her all that well. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Maybe she's a weirdo and she likes $11 and not 10. I don't know. So I give it to my son, right? And I'm like, here you go, kid. Like, so my uncle's hysterical laughing and I couldn't figure out why. Turns out my wallet was on the stairs and I had $11 in the wallet and he took the money and he put it in the
hysterical.
Egg and gave it to me.
Teach you.
And then I gave it to my kid, and now my kid won't give me back the $11. I can't get the $11 back to him, so the whole day cost me $11.
Yeah. That's really not cool.
You see what happens? That'll teach you to carry money around. Money
right, anymore. Exactly.
I should get a real wallet, which is the problem. I literally just put my cards next to money, and that's what I put in my pocket, and that's what I throw around the house.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't have a real wallet.
Oh, you need an Anthony on Air wallet.
Oh, I have. Oh, yeah. We should put it in the store.
That would be nice.
A bunch of wallets.
Do you have a wallet,
I have
Frank?
a magic wallet.
Yes, I think every man has a wallet.
What's a magic wallet?
It's.
Do you buy anything that doesn't come off a TV infomercial?
No. See, everything. This coat rack, these headphones. No. But this thing, I love it. It's two sides, two halves, and it's connected in the middle by nylon or whatever, and you put the money on top, you fold it closed like a book, you open it the other way, and it's behind the nylon. It's like magic. It holds it in.
I can't. Can you get it? I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go get it, and we'll talk about Janine's purse or wallet. Do you have a wallet, Janine?
Yes, I do.
Women have serious wallet. No, but you guys have women have books.
Yeah, mine's a long one.
You have to come and tell the story on the thing if you have it. If a man has a worksheet, like a 2-page Xerox worksheet for a wallet, a woman has the King James Bible. Here, wait, my wife wants to tell a story.
No. So my father, God rest his soul, old Italian man, would put all of his cards, all his credit cards, any cards of his friends' business cards, in the middle of the money. Money would be wrapped around it. And then he had one of those rubber bands from the Broccoli Rob.
Yes.
Oh, exactly. That wrapped around it.
Used to do this
and that was his money. And if he didn't have he'd just go get a rubber band and he'd wrap it around it once or twice.
Yep.
Like a lobster claw.
Like the lobster claw rubber band. Yeah, that's the Broccoli Rob rubber band. That's hysterical.
Where do you buy those rubber bands?
You only get them from Broccoli Rob or Lobster. You can't buy them anywhere.
In stores.
Yeah. Janine, somebody you knew had that too?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather? Yeah, that's an old Italian man thing. That's all you needed. But why did he put the business cards inside the money? That doesn't make any sense. So it would be a bunch? Yeah. I don't know. I hate a wallet. That's why there's not one in the store because I don't believe in them. I couldn't sell anything I don't believe in. All right, so let's see this nylon wallet, Frank.
It's not nylon. It's leather, and it has these nylon straps in it.
Okay,
so here's the wallet.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Pull that credit card up a little bit.
Negative.
Okay.
So you open it up.
Yeah.
And it has these things in it in the middle here.
I'm looking at a couple of straps.
Right. So you take this card here. I'll put this here. And you close it, and then you open it, and it's behind the thing.
Oh, wow!
So what the fuck? Just do that again slower. What happened there? That was like a magic trick. I don't know what you just did. The people listening have no idea what's happening.
It's a magic wallet.
How did it go behind?
I get a new one every couple of years. Exactly. Okay, so here's the wallet.
Yeah.
I open it up. Okay.
Okay.
It up like a book. It's got the cross straps on one side and the other one's on the other. So you place the card here.
Right.
You close it. Or the money or whatever. You open it the other way. And it's behind
oh my God.
And then you just keep the wallet.
I still don't know how he did.
Exactly.
I watched it twice. I still don't know how it works.
Yeah. If I do it the other way, see it's behind the X. Now it's behind the...
I hate to see you finding your
the parallel ones. So it's behind the parallel ones.
Why
and
do
I
you
open
need?
it.
You don't actually need this. It's just fucking cool to show people.
You're like, no, I got it as a gift one year, and then I've just liked them ever since. I've been getting them all the time.
And what is it called? I'm giving
It's the Magic Wallet.
a magic wallet.
Oh my god.
Is it made by the My
love
Pillow guy
Leave me
company?
alone. Like,
Yeah, right. That pillow
Definitely not.
sucks.
just leave me alone. I'm allowed to like things.
I'm saying, do we know
Frank.
the political?
He likes Futurama. He likes this cool wallet.
Damn right.
It's a cool wallet. I'll
Thank
give
you.
you
See?
that. It's a cool wallet.
Can we get
Speaking
Anthony
of-
on air magic wallets?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, if you really want. I don't know.
Let's see.
There we go.
On that note, because now my mind is blown and I can't even think about anything else right now.
It's a great wallet.
It looks like a nice wallet. All right, that's a solid 90 minutes, kids. We gotta run.
Yeah.
Woo!
Gotta bounce it.
Bounce
Maybe a J-Sab's live stream reaction show to Shameless season finale, a series finale, I should say.
Serious
Yeah.
for now.
Wow,
I'm in.
this is the great time though, Janine. Don't you think? Like you still have this week to look forward to what is to
It's true.
come.
It's true.
After
I already,
this,
you know what
it's
I
gone.
did? I went back and watched the first episode ever of the whole series again today.
You're that into
Because
it.
I
huh?
know I'm gonna miss it. So
That's normal. Actually, people do that all the time. I think I've done that. You just do it. Yeah. All right.
10 years, man. That's a long time.
That is a long, long time. That's a crazy long time. Episode brought to you by our pals over at Hero Soap Company. They are the best. You guys know that. I stand behind everything they do. By the way, they would never let a series end. I'm just saying.
no.
They're making soap
Nice.
right now, but once they start making a sitcom, I think it'll go on forever. That's just my opinion.
Right.
Save 20% on a subscription. Use the link in the description there, promo code Anthony. And of course, whenever you buy a bar of soap from our pals over there at Hero Soap Company, they send a bar of soap over to the troops, which is extraordinary. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Appreciate you sharing this episode on all the social medias you can.
Yes.
Thumbs up it on Facebook and or YouTube's. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode.